Tory and Pierre Yves, it's so lovely to have you here for SCADstyle, and congratulations on your étoile. I think it's a wonderful time for our worlds to coincide.
I mean, thank you. We're so happy to be here. It's so impressive. Honestly, walking around, I was like, this is sensory overload. It's the most magical, wonderful place. Thank you.
Well, it's very exciting. We can see as you say, it's a happy place. You can feel the energy here.
Tory, I think you took such a smart path into fashion, starting out in PR, marketing, and advertising, certainly skills that are useful for any entrepreneur. How did those early experiences impact your career?
You know, it's funny. I wish I could say I planned how it all transpired. It was definitely not planned, but I do think having, learning precision and fabric at Zorin, and then going to Ralph Lauren and learning storytelling and Vera Wang, and then my last job was with LVMH and Loewe. I think all of them combined helped me formulate my idea and how it could come to fruition.
So many things to learn as you've evolved, too.
Yeah, I always say to students, too, if it's not the perfect job, learn something and take something perfect from it.
Just start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Tory, you're the founder, chief creative officer, and executive chairwoman of Tory Burch, and Pierre Yves serves as CEO. I know, Pierre Yves, you spent part of your career as chairman and CEO of LVMH's fashion group. How did all those experiences prepare you for being CEO of Tory Burch?
I was running the fashion group at LVMH, and we had a portfolio of brands, and I was always looking at where was a successful brand out there that could be potentially interesting for us to invest in. And obviously Tory had created a brand in 2004, and very quickly she became very successful and visible and interesting on many levels. So this is that we met in Paris. The first was a business meeting, in Paris for breakfast at the Ritz with bankers. So that was not very romantic. Then it took another turn. But what was very interesting in the way Tory has done it, she was so visionary on so many things. Being a purpose-driven company is something that was unheard of at the time. But also, you were really innovative in terms of bringing technology and disruption back then with e-commerce and social media. And obviously, a lot of drives and a lot of hard work that has created that success.
It's not by accident. Congratulations on 21 years?
Yeah,
21 years. Tory Burch. How has your original vision for the label evolved over the past 2 decades, and what has remained unchanged?
I think I started with the concept of something that I was missing, and it was about an emotion. And, I think some of the beginning ideas are very present today. It hasn't changed dramatically, and I still love many of the same things that we launched with. But I would say, now I feel I have more experience, and I still am inspired by women and making them feel confident and making them feel powerful. That's a goal. When I hear that, it's very exciting.
At SCAD, we know our students want to learn both sides of design, the creative and the business. In both of your expert opinions, what is the most important business principle, or several, that every creative should master?
It starts with trust. The creative is the lifeblood of a fashion company. If you don't have creativity, it's like being on a sailboat with no wind. Obviously we have constraints, we have timing, we have this and that, and so on and so forth. What you don't want is to put these constraints on the creative minds, because then it basically killed the creativity.
And Pierre Yves came on board. It gave me the ability to, number one, give up being the CEO, which was a very easy thing for me to do. People asked if it was hard. I had done it for 14 years, and so I was so ready. But also to find Pierre Yves, obviously from a personal level, but from a business level, changed everything. So I'm in a completely different role. I think being able to have the ability to have 100% of my time dedicated to the creative process is essential.
Please welcome SCAD Étoile Award honoree Tory Burch.
One thing I want to say to all of you, if you can find something that you love to do, you don't really care how long it takes and how much you work, because it doesn't feel like work in the end.
Tory, you're a self-proclaimed fanatic about quality and craftsmanship. How do you maintain this commitment to delivering quality goods while keeping prices ideal and clients happy?
I mean, I am, but I would say Pierre Yves is as well on that, and you should weigh in on that. Because,
tell us about it.
No, I mean, he is, why don't you start with that?
No, I mean, in terms of craft and techniques, we had to build those capabilities. So we have an incredible studio now for ready-to-wear.
We never had an atelier.
But we also have our own leather goods model area in the Italian way in Brooklyn. I mean, it's really the dialogue between the creativity and the design and the craft.
And I'll just add, I'm a tough customer, so if things are not perfectly fit, I spend a lot of time on it. Yeah, and I care deeply about it.
Yeah.
I mean, as you know, Tory has her name on every single product. So, you know, everything has to really feel that really worth it.
You appeal to all generations, I think. And I was wondering how you use Instagram and TikTok, especially to generate some new fans.
I think I started using social media, and it was a way to reach people when I didn't have a big budget. And so it really helped us build our brand. I didn't have a budget for advertising, so I had to be resourceful and scrappy. I think today, you look at Instagram versus TikTok, they're different. And so I surround myself with an incredible team of very diverse people that have diverse skill sets and ages, and I'm inspired by them and hearing them. And having them weigh in is part of how our process works.
I think one of the things that Tory has created very early on is almost a sense of community of the customer. And I think you always had that as part of the brand, is that's community.
And I kept thinking purpose and business go together. I remember raising money for our company, and I was told very concretely never to say those two things in the same sentence. For me, it's good for the bottom line to have something more to what you're doing and having a purpose.
Through the Tory Burch Foundation, you're helping to overcome the biggest impediment to women launching their own business. Would you like to talk about some of the successes that you've been able to help with and be a part of through your foundation?
It was part of my business plan from day one. We launched the foundation in 2009. The thing that I've learned is that women have the power. And we don't want to empower anyone. We want to help them facilitate their own power. We have a fellowship program that we pick out of thousands of applicants, 50 a year, that we mentor, but also have them come to New York and really work with them. We see when they reach $1 million in sales, we see a sustainable business. We have an amazing team of 12 people in our company, but now I want to scale it.
The foundation is incredible on so many levels, and you didn't talk about it for quite some time because, as you always say, I want to have impact. I don't want to use it as a marketing for the brand, but the impact that it has first on our ability to attract talent is incredible. It also creates a very special connection with our customer.
We want to set up a way for women to be able to network that's easier and across all businesses, because regardless of the business, they have so many of the same challenges and they can really help each other build their businesses.
Because again, they feel that they are part of something bigger.
And it reflects you as a whole person.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wonderful. It's also great for our team members because they are mentoring a lot of the entrepreneurs as well. And they say they get as much as the entrepreneurs get. Oh, I did forget to say one thing.
Yes.
I have so many people at our company that went to school here.
Yay!
And I was talking to someone I'm very close with on our jewelry team, and she was a photography major here, and she's designing the most beautiful jewelry.
I know, they're multi-talented, and because they're at SCAD for 4 or 6 years, if they get graduate degrees, then they are collaborating on so many things here all the time, and they derive a great respect for and passion for all the other disciplines too. So, well, thank you for supporting the alumni. I appreciate that. Well, Tory and Pierre Yves, you have a partnership for the ages, and everyone at SCAD admires you endlessly. So glad that you're here with us and that you brought so much joy to so many people. I'm one of your devoted fans, so I'm really pleased to get to have a conversation with you today and to honor you.
Thank you.
I must say, I feel very privileged sitting in between two incredible entrepreneurs today.
Well, we're so happy to have you, right?
Me too.
Thank you.